You guys, we have to talk about Kanye West's new documentary because it is straight up explosive. He is crashing out multiple times. There's new footage of Kanye rejecting his medication and seriously clashing with Kris Jenner. And trust me, you guys, you do not want to miss these clips. For those unaware, Kanye West's new documentary called In Whose Name continues to spark headlines as previously unseen footage exposes emotional confrontations and deeply personal struggles. The doc was released this past weekend in select US theaters, and the film offers an unfiltered look into Kanye's turbulent relationships and mental health battles during some of the most controversial years of his life. It basically gives an unfiltered look into his mindset. He insists that as an artist, he has the right to challenge narratives even if others label it toxic. In the film, his declaration, and I quote, "I'm able to do whatever the F I want," underscores his belief in complete creative and personal freedom. But it raises a critical question. When does free speech cross the line into promoting harmful ideas? Now let's get into it, you guys. One of the most shocking moments in Kanye's new documentary comes when he declares he would rather be dead than be on medication. During the exchange, Kanye accuses Kris and the rest of the family of emasculating him and undermining his independence. The scene captures Kanye's outright refusal of psychiatric treatment and his frustration over what he perceives as attempts to control him through prescriptions.
I would rather be dead, not in jail, because I'd rather be dead than to be on medication. No one from the family has taken any responsibility for my hospital visit, but if we were to go online, that's 50% of what people say at least. Or maybe, am I lying?
It doesn't matter.
Am I lying? It do matter! It does matter! It does matter!
What do you want that you just said, yo?
I haven't finished the sentence.
It does matter!
It matters to us and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think, yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
Yes, I'm saying yes. And I love you. I love you. I don't want you to be not perfect. I love you. And I want my daughter to love you the way you want her to love you.
And now, since this clip is going viral, fans and mental health advocates alike are now debating both the impact of his words and the potential dangers of glorifying that kind of choice. Kim is seen pleading with Kanye to reconsider his approach before he risks losing everything, and at one point she warns that his public outbursts could leave him waking up one day with nothing.
When you said you were coming to Chicago, I find out on the internet you're moving to Chicago. I find out.
No, I told you that before we had that conversation. We already talked about
conversation.
It was any conversation I have is serious. I don't joke. I don't play.
I did not think that
You
that
don't
was
be
serious.
taking me seriously, and like a lot of motherfuckers don't be taking me
You
serious.
said we were going to move into your mom's house, so my bad for not taking you seriously. So you just have to understand with the spectrum of things, you're around a bunch of new
Also,
people.
you need to make sure you needed to come here
I need
yourself.
to come here to make sure, yes,
Yeah,
you're
so
right.
don't make assumptions and don't be talking to people that you don't really know.
We can talk about that later and more thoroughly, but
It ain't no but.
are you gonna like walk off? Not because I know. Like,
You can't take it! No, not you! You can't!
but at some point, it's a reality that people say no. People say no to me on a daily basis, and I don't just start screaming and throwing a tantrum. That's just not
That's my personality.
But your personality was not like this a few years ago.
You have to scream backstage. This is tapes.
But it was a very hard human being. It was not in a daily, every single conversation.
Handsome. I don't feel comfortable here.
Okay,
Let's keep this in space.
that's totally fine. You know, I don't know what triggered this for you to feel this way.
Now, Kanye also addressed the White Lives Matter controversy head on, which, if you remember, was a moment that rocked both fashion and hip-hop culture. This viral TikTok from the documentary shows Kanye initially laughing off the stunt before his frustration over the backlash becomes clear. All this takes us back to Paris Fashion Week in 2022, when Kanye and Candace Owens wore shirts reading White Lives Matter across the back, paired with images of popes on the front. The move was widely interpreted as a direct shot at the Black Lives Matter movement, movement, and in an interview with Tucker Carlson, Kanye defended his choice, saying white lives matter because they do, and added that it was simply a black man stating the obvious, claiming the phrase originated in a conversation with his father.
I was thinking that the White Lives Matter was so past the fact that it wouldn't even be funny anymore. And I was wrong. It's really funny. Like, really funny. It's a joke. It was a joke, guys. Everybody knows White Lives don't really matter. It was a joke. Like, what the fuck? Matter of fact, you know what? I decided that I am white. How about that? I'm going to race change. If that t-shirt don't have White Lives Matter on, then I quit. Why? Because I'm able to do what the fuck I want. And I'm not screaming at you, but period. Period. On Virgil, on my mama, on my family, on my kids that they try to sexualize, I write whatever the fuck I want, when I want. It's fucking words. They're killing us with McDonald's. They're killing our ability to think outside of the fucking box.
To many, however, White Lives Matter is a white supremacist slogan designed to undermine efforts against systemic racism, which fueled immediate and widespread backlash. Celebrities, journalists, and activists reacted strongly at the time. Jaden Smith, for example, walked out of the fashion show and tweeted support for Black Lives Matter. Social media timelines were flooded with criticism, you guys, branding Kanye's actions irresponsible and dangerous. He then escalated the controversy further by posting on Instagram calling the Black Lives Matter movement a scam and referencing reports of alleged financial misconduct by nonprofit leaders, comments that deepened the outrage rather than sparking dialogue. Even amid threats of violence, Kanye continued wearing the shirt in public, signaling he wasn't backing down. At one point in this documentary, Charlie Kirk also made a cameo, and he was seen with Candace Owens. Of course, this was prior to him being shot and killed earlier this month, but the footage shows Charlie attending a strategy meeting with Kanye and Candace Owens, and this was what Candace had to say.
And you're black, and you're perfect. You're the housekeeper.
Yes, you get this. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you're a glorified slave. You're a glorified slave, man. Like, why would you want to be a glorified slave? Culture will always be upstream from politics. Whoever can control culture can control politics. Like you getting political, you talking about 2024, you being open to different ideas, different conversations, you wearing a MAGA hat. You broke the internet.
So that's a wrap on In Whose Name, Kanye's latest documentary that has been out for a couple of days now. I want to know if you guys have seen this documentary in theaters. Has it even been available? And let me know your thoughts based on these short clips that we saw going viral on social media, because the man is definitely crashing out. This is extremely raw, unfiltered, and I just can't believe it. But let me know your thoughts. I would love to know. I love you guys so much. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.